Hey family, welcome to today's Inspirational Vitamin, which comes from Luke. I believe this is 44. I forgot that quickly. Luke 22 and verse 42. And I actually shared this scripture in Worship Wednesday. And it's part of Worship Wednesday where the song was, I Give Myself Away. The scripture simply says, Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done. And obviously Jesus said this, which is pretty incredible. Just his heart and his love and his passion for God's will. And it's very convicting to read that. And there's so much in that verse where he expresses his desires and his will, but his submission, his ultimate submission to God and whatever God's plan was. And that by itself, if we could do that in life, it's like, that's amazing. That's amazing. Putting God's will before our own. And I want to encourage us to let that be our prayer. Let that be our prayer, to express to God what we want and our desires, whether that be a certain job or a certain neighborhood or house or a certain mate or a certain financial status, et cetera, et cetera. Expressing those things to God, but ultimately submitting our will to God's will by saying, your will be done. And I think that's incredible. And the very cool thing about this particular thing was God's I look at it as kind of like God's response to Jesus and that humility. It said, an angel from heaven appeared to him and strengthened him. And, he prayed more earnestly, things like that. And he really gave his heart, Jesus did. But it's cool that kind of God's response to that was strengthen, an angel strengthening him. And so whatever that situation may be for you, whatever the thing is that you would like to see come to pass, and maybe it's not God's will, I don't know, but allowing God's will to be done in your life, allowing him to strengthen you, allowing him to encourage you and take you on the journey that he wants to take you on. Because ultimately, everything works out for the good of those that love God. Let's allow his will to take control in our lives. You guys have a great weekend. Peace.